Hi friends of Watching Time and welcome to this new episode of our YouTube channel. Today I want to speak with you about a watch and a brand that even if it has a quite short history, it has become a very well-known brand and it has also gained a lot of attention from people into fakes watches. Today we're speaking about the Bell&Ross S-92. So 2 words about Bell&Ross. Bell&Ross is born in 92 by 2 people called Bell and Ross that developed his brand as a project at university or something like that. In the beginning, for the first 10 years, they were producing watches through the watch brand scene. Then more recently, in 2002, they start producing their own watches. What mostly characterized Bell & Ross is the shape of their main collection, which is square. We have the BR02 and 05, they are the different size of the square watch, with then an even bigger size. And then we have the BRS, the small size of the square watches. Most of the small size square ones are quartz watches, but as we will see, the one we have today is an automatic watch. There are other versions of this watch. There is one version with a white dial that, so far I know, is available only in Bell&Ross boutiques. There is another version with a blue dial and blue strap. There is a version that is more sporty, let's say, with a cowhide strap and gilded hand. And there is a gold version. Also, there is a quite different vibe one that is slate, it's sort of gray on gray, and it's very minimalistic. That looks like the sort of futuristic dress watch. Let's go and explore the Bell&Ross. So let's take a look to the watch. Let's first get the measure. We're speaking about a side that is 39 millimeters, so it's a square, so every side is the same. But if you take the lug-to-lug distance, given these short lugs, is 45.5 millimeters. The thickness of the watch is less than 1 centimeter. I measure 9.8 millimeters. As you can see, there is a very flat sapphire glass on it with some anti-reflective coating, I think. The case is the classic case of Bell&Ross watches. So you have a brush finishing in front with a polish insert all around the bezel and a polish insert also all around the case, giving some light to the whole thing. And then you also have mirroring the polished side here. The back and the front has the 4 screws that are classic of Bell&Ross. And it's relevant to say that the screws are real screws because the case is all back, is 3 pieces case. The watch has a crown with the symbol of Bell&Ross. It's a normal push crown, what works very well. And the watch has 100 meters of water resistance. We take a look to the dial. The dial has these polished indices. It has no minute track marker to have this look that is very, very clean, as you can see. The hands are also polished and are very shiny. And they have some Superluminova inside. We have the Bell&Ross branding at 12 hours, and that is also applied. And then we have stamped automatic and stamped Swiss made. The date window is between 4 and 5. And as you can see, it's very small and round. It is on written on white on black. It almost disappears in the watch, and this is something quite classic for Bell&Ross. The strap is a genuine alligator. The watch is pretty new now, but it is already quite soft. The peculiar thing is that it starts at 24, here is 24 millimeter, and it goes down to 18 here at the clasp. A very nice thing of the watch is that it keeps completely the look of classic Bell&Ross watches, but it managed with the choice of the dial to give a completely different feel to the watch. And the watch, as you can see, is very dressy. You will see it even more when I try on my wrist. So here you have the Lume. As you can see, the Lume is not too bad. It is a BGW9. Given the fact that we are speaking about a dress watch, it is not bad. It is only on the hours and minute hand and is not present in the second hand. So here is the watch on my wrist. If you watch our videos, it is 6 inches or like 16 centimeters, so something a little more than 6 inches. And as you can see, I can fit the watch. If you ever tried a Bell&Ross, you have to get used to the shape of the watch. You will feel your wrist more than normal circular watches. This size is the one that for Bell&Ross is aimed also for women. But as you can see, the watch is very thin, so it will definitely fit under shirts. The strap taper down a lot and so in this way it is even more dressy. So let's go back and go to conclusion. So here you have the Bell&Ross S-92, the dress watch of Bell&Ross. This watch has been one of the latest acquisition in my collection. I was looking for a dress watch because I don't have many dress watches in my collection because I usually don't like them too much. I find them to be quite boring, and I find most of the dress watches to be quite the same, any of them, like there is not much to differentiate one to the other. I've always been a keen admirer of Bell&Ross, but obviously I was looking at their classic pieces. The problem with them is that they are in bigger size, and as you have seen, my wrist is very small, and so I could never buy one of them. So I was always looking to the smaller side, but usually are either quartz or the women watches. So I was always waiting for them to come up with something in small size but automatic. Then this line of dress watches came out, and I thought, well, maybe I could go over the classic Arabic numeral, very tool watch, dial, and buy this dress one. In the beginning I was not too interested. It took me quite some time. Pretty much every time I was going to my watch dealer, I was taking a look to this watch and thinking about it. And then when it was the moment, I decided to buy it. And I have to say that I'm very happy that I bought it, because I think it's a watch that is very difficult to define. From one side you have a very masculine aspect of these bolts all around, the square case, the size that even if it is the smallest one, it's not a small watch. But then you take a second look, and there are so many dressy and very fine things in this watch, like the shiny edges all around, the strap that is a true alligator, the dial that is very minimalistic, very classic color, the shiny indices, the date that almost disappear in the dial. And so you really have, as a result, a dress watch that is not obvious at all. And this makes it very attractive to me. About this model, I was making a consideration with my dealer, and we thought that a develop that Bell&Ross can do for this watch is to provide a metal bracelet. A bracelet that, taper down also, and is sort of shiny and brushed as the rest of the watch, and would give the entire watch, to my opinion, a look of a sort of Bulgari octo. So the price of this watch, it was 3,100 euro. I think in dollars would be like $3,300 or something like that. Obviously, with Bell&Ross you can have some discount. The price of the other color variation is a little different. For some reason, the boutique one is a little cheaper. Obviously, the gold version is more expensive, and then there is some little difference because some variant doesn't have an alligator strap as some other material. Overall, I'm very happy of this acquisition. I think it really managed to be a dress watch without being boring, as you usually think they are. Let me know what you think about this, and if you think this is a true dress watch, and if you would like to add to your collection or so. So, if you enjoyed the content of today and you enjoy our channel, please put a like and subscribe. We are watch aficionados, and we usually explore our quite extensive collection. Thank you again for your attention, and have a nice day. Bye.